gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Zoning Board of Adjustment hearing. At this time, I would like to explain the procedures to be followed during the meeting. Item number 1, citizens' comments. That provides you the opportunities for the members, public, to address the commission on items listed on the agenda, for which there is no public hearing. For the case on the agenda, the applicants and the speakers in support of the application will be given a variance. We have been notified there are no speakers, right? Public comments. For the
That is
case on the-
correct. There are no speakers other than the applicant.
Okay, thank you. For the case on the agenda, applicants and speakers in support of the application variance will be limited to 5 minutes. Speakers opposed to an application shall be limited to a total of 7 minutes for all speakers. The applicant shall have a total of 2 minutes to rebut the arguments of the opponents. The secretary will let you know when the 1 minute is left. Prior to speaking, please give your name, address. Remember to speak directly into the microphone, as this hearing is recorded for public record. During the public hearing testimony, each side shall proceed without interruption by the other, and all arguments and pleadings shall be addressed to the board. No discussion or questions between the applicant and opponents is permitted. The next item for consideration is approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor, raise your right hand. Any opposed, same sign. The motion passed. A variance to Unified Development Code, Section 3.1.4, minimum setbacks and height for accessory buildings, to allow an existing accessory structure to encroach on 2 feet into the required 6-foot side yard setback and encroach 1 foot 6 inches into the required 6-foot rear yard setback at 908 Sunset Drive. Before we open the public hearing, are there any requests for postponement or jurisdiction issues that anyone would like to raise? Seeing none, the public hearing is now open. If you plan to speak today, please stand to be sworn in. Claudia.
Is he standing there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the statements which you will make tonight to the Zoning Board of Adjustments of the City of Irving will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You can be seated.
Would you please go to the central mic over here, please? To the stand, podium. It'll be easier for us to see you there. Will you please state your name and address?
My name is Brian Garcia, and the address is 908 Sunset Drive, Irving, Texas, 75061.
Will you confirm that you are the owner or the agent for the owner and have the standing to appear before the board?
Yes.
Please proceed.
So as I was saying, this structure was built around 2022. At first, the reason we didn't ask for a permit was because it was a storage unit in the middle of the, it was around the middle where the frame storage was, right there, like around there. And we asked an inspector if we needed a permit, and they said we didn't need a permit to move it. So we decided to move the storage right there and built on it, and why the structure is like all new and better looking than what it was before. And we also added a kitchen and bath. It was meant for an office at first, but then we decided to add a kitchen and bathroom, and we didn't really know that we needed a permit for that. And, well, we've been trying to get the process of getting the permit, try to comply by all the rules, and just get the structure approved for an office structure. And we already removed everything inside as well, like the kitchen, the shower, the closet, all that. And is there any questions or?
Does anyone have any questions?
I think there are several questions, Claire. What order would you like to go?
I'm sorry?
I believe there's several of us that have some questions.
Okay, please.
So we saw some photos where you guys had taken out parts of the bathroom, the kitchen.
Yes.
Did you get rid of that stuff? I just want to make sure you can't
Yeah, we
come
got
back
rid of
and
it.
put it back in.
Yeah, we got rid of it.
You got rid of it, okay. And then you said this building was 2002,
2022.
2022? Okay. That's it for right now.
So now you're going to just use it as as a storage unit
Yes.
from now on?
Yes.
Have the connections been removed for the kitchen that were there
Yes.
before? All the connections have been removed?
Yes, they should have been removed, yes.
I'm not talking about just the appliances. I'm talking about the connections
Yeah, the
themselves.
plumbing, the little mini split unit, yeah, it was removed.
I'm talking about like the gas line or the electric or whatever that was required to connect whatever was in the refrigerator.
I think those should be removed too. So the gas line should have been removed too, and what was the other one?
Should be means, is it already or it's going to be?
Are the connections, like if you were to put a stove in there right now, would it just require you to connect it up?
No, I think you have to do the whole system all over again, like I connected everything. Is it okay if I make a call right now, just to make sure?
Committee. I'm saying that they, go ahead and make your call.
All right.
Do a 5-minute
And
recess.
normally, just to add, if I can, often the range, the cooking facility is that line between whether it's like a kitchenette or a full kitchen, because a range has to have either a 220 plug or a gas connection. So those are pretty obvious. But with zoning, it's often things that we can see and that we can inspect and that we can verify, yes, it's there, or no, it's not there. That's one reason, if we, like a 110 plug, we don't do a refrigerator, we don't do a sink and things that we can't regulate, because you can plug a refrigerator into anything. So that's why the 220 and the gas are kind of a central factor, a central point into whether it's a full kitchen or not. So I just thought I'd add that while he was on the phone.
Yes, it was removed. I just confirmed with my father. He said it was removed. The kitchen, the stove. I mean, all the lines to basically run all the appliances. They are all removed. And we also had an inspector check not too recently. I think his name was Estafianos.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, so the building that's in question, was it all constructed together, or was part of it already there and you just added onto it?
My father said that it was a storage unit in the middle, and then we used that to basically build on it.
Okay, so part of that unit, the 30-foot by 12-foot unit, was already there. And can you reiterate what you said about you had inquired with somebody and they said that a permit was not required?
as I was saying, that was like years ago. I'm not too sure who it was, but my father said that he asked an inspector if he needed a permit to move the storage unit, and they told him no.
And which storage unit, is it like the frame storage or the metal storage that's on the diagram?
Yes, it should be, yeah, around there.
Okay,
It wasn't
all
in the
right.
middle.
So one of those?
Yeah.
But those are of a smaller nature.
Yes.
And so you have no future aspirations of turning this back into any type of dwelling unit?
No.
The intent is storage from here on out?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if this is for you or for staff. What is behind your house? I'm looking at this aerial, and it looks like it's some sort of commercial, industrial.
To the south, it is, yeah, it's like a storage yard, or I don't know if it's the like mini warehouse, but
Okay.
something more industrial, commercial in use. But yeah, everything else you can see in towards the north, east, and west is residential.
Residential.
I'm not too sure.
That's fine.
When you were talking about that your father talked to someone regarding a storage building, is that one of the storage buildings that is still located in the back? Or is that the one that you put next to the house?
Could you repeat the
Can you,
question? Sorry.
can you go back to the diagram so he can see the other?
And what was the question again? Sorry.
All right, do you see the three buildings or the three storage areas that are separate from the house?
Yes.
Are one of those the one that you all asked the inspector about?
Yes, it should have been yes.
Okay, but it's not the one that you actually moved.
No, yeah, we moved one of them to build this new structure. It was like just a little base, and then we just built more upon it.
Any other questions?
And this may be, so we sent 17 public notices out, and it looks like just as of a couple of days ago, there was just one received. And so that's all that we've received back on the public notices? Okay. Thank you.
Are there any other questions or any other comments that need to be made at this point? If there are no additional comments, I will close the public hearing and return it to the commission for discussion and vote.
Claire, can you send it out to do your number 7, number 8, any in opposition or support? Was that what you were referring to a second ago?
We do not have any opposition except for this one letter.
Okay, did you call specifically opposition and support? Okay. I just heard comments.
Do we
I wanted to
have
make
any
sure.
opposition, anyone in opposition that would like to speak? Seeing no one, I'll close the meeting. Are there any questions of staff at this time? Is there a motion from members of the committee,
I move that we follow staff's recommendation
which is?
to approve. To approve, following staff's recommendation.
Is there a second?
I second it.
All those in favor, raise your right hand.
No discussion.
Does anybody wish to discuss?
I would.
Okay.
I mean, it's all right. I think,
go right ahead. We need discussion.
I think what we're doing is rewarding bad behavior if we allow this to go through. There may not have been other neighbors in opposition, but there are neighbors or there are citizens of Irving who do not like people ignoring code, getting caught, say, hey, I want to get that, and getting it approved. They moved the shed one time, they can move it back. They had no problem doing that without any problems. They asked. They even asked on that one. The other, then they go to build with no permit, still no permits. And several instances of out of code. And I just don't think it should be rewarded. The incident here by giving them permission now to do it. It's illegal. It's illegal. It wouldn't have been approved. More likely than not, it wouldn't have been approved initially. It shouldn't be approved now. Nothing's changed except they're ignoring zoning laws, or rather, permitting. That's it.
Carolyn?
Yeah, I believe that they've made an effort since the violation was discovered, that, they've torn out the parts that make it an accessory dwelling unit, so now it is storage or office. They're allowed to have a half bath for an office. That way they don't have to trudge through the rain to get back to the house. I'm fine with that. It is a large enough lot with the commercial / industrial, light industrial behind it, that I don't have a problem with approving this, given that they have made an effort. Like I said, they've taken out all the stuff that makes it an accessory dwelling unit. So really what we're asked to look at is the setbacks of this. And I'm fine with the location of this as a storage shed / office. So that's why I made the motion.
Go right ahead.
You made the point that we should reward them because they made great effort in restoring that to a shed. They did that after they were caught. You rob a bank, you get caught. Here's the money back, see you later. It doesn't work that way. In my mind, it doesn't work that way. It should not work that way. The only reason they pulled that out is because they got caught. They were in trouble. Years and years, they've had opportunities to correct it and have not till they got caught. And that's...
I'll just disagree with you on the severity of it. I don't see it as malicious. I do see some of it, maybe a little bit of an ignorance. Maybe they didn't ask the right questions, and that happens. But like I said, I support staff's finding and still move for approval.
I think there's, what I think it was mentioned that they were proactive in coming forward with it. I don't know about the getting caught. I think they came forward with it, and then, yes, then maybe the inspector went out and noticed that it was, actually being used as a dwelling unit with hookups and things that weren't supposed to be there, but then they did try to put it forth to the planning and zoning and to the city council, and they were denied for, particular reasons that we are not privy to in this meeting. And, I guess my thought is that, we're here to approve the variances to the setbacks. That's our, be it, I don't see it as going any further than that. We're here to approve is the variance that they should have gone 6 feet, but they only went 4 feet. That's why we're here. At least that's what I see as our main objective. So I too don't have a problem with that being the task at hand.
I don't have any issues with either of what you guys said. Is this some kind of like a checks and balances out here, like, trust but verify. That, this happened. I agree with what Robin was saying to a great extent. That it has happened, shouldn't have happened, whatever happened, forget it. Can we put some kind of a checks and balances, like after 6 months, some kind of inspection that, hey, it is the way it is supposed to be. They haven't changed anything, so we're good to go. Rather than,
That's a question for staff.
There we go. Typically, code doesn't follow up for compliance, they just follow up for non-compliance. So we don't really have a way to, what they'll do is they'll come in, they will get their building permit, and then the inspections will go out and verify that everything is as was approved tonight, if you approve it, and also as they have on their building permit. So that will be a check. They won't go out in 6 months, but when they get their building permit, that will be part of that process. And things should stay in that situation, in that legal situation, indefinitely. If they choose to, go back and do an ADU or put anything back in, then we're back to where we started, just like we are in a lot of other different properties.
okay, thanks.
Any other comments? We have a motion to approve in a second. Are we ready for a vote? Since we are, all those in favor, say aye, or raise your right hand, pardon me. All those opposed, raise your right hand, please. The motion passes. There being no more items, this meeting is now adjourned at 6:25.